seen any of my other videos, I am about to embark in a life-changing journey, which is going to be my VSG procedure. So I'm getting ready for that, both physically and mentally, and I'm trying to get as much knowledge as I can. I'm trying to prepare for it as much as possible, but it all gets to be a little overwhelming at times. So I think I'm going to stop watching videos, because although I get beyond motivated and excited, some of them actually make me very anxious, and all these feelings that I'm getting is from watching all of them. So I think I need to let my body, my mind stay together, process all of this on its own, because I was sitting down today and I realized what my body has been putting itself through these last couple of weeks. So that's what I'm here about to share with all of you, and just letting you know how my body, my mind is processing all of this and coming to an acceptance that my life is about to change, that I have to develop new habits, new skills, and new way of interacting with everybody in different situations when it comes to food. So I don't have notes today, just because quite literally my mind is everywhere. So I just want to let you know what I have noticed my body has been going through these past couple weeks. So it started about I would say 3 weeks ago, when I sat down with my boyfriend and I had a serious conversation with him about having this procedure, and he decided to play devil's advocate. He asked me every question he could possibly think of, and he was doing that for my own good. He wanted to make sure that this is something that I'm doing for the right reasons and for me and for my future, which all are things that I have stated in my previous videos. So I appreciated him for that up to a point. I don't know if I have a full understanding on his point of view about all this right now. He seems to be on board with it, but I have also seen videos where relationships end or change and things like that. So I'm kind of dreading that, because Joseph has become my best friend. I've been with him for 2 years now, almost 2 years. He's given me a promise ring. We have future plans together, and I don't want a relationship to end over something like this, so I'm trying to prepare for this, but I know up to a point you can't really. You just gotta ride it and see what happens, I guess I really shouldn't be too worried about it, because we've been through a lot. He knows me from the inside out, but I don't know, things can change. I guess what I'm saying is that I don't know if I have completely accepted all the different ways in which my life can possibly change, and that's why all these videos were starting to give me anxiety, because I see this positive change and this positive change and this horrible side of things, and how life is not always what you expect it to be after surgery. So I'm trying to come to this reality point of, you have to be 100% sure that you want this for the right reasons. And I think I do. So I don't know what to say about it. I think this is just one of those moments where I'm getting in over my head. So I think I'm going to sit down with him and have another talk, and have him just have a conversation with me in more detail about it, about how to handle things if things get rocky, or if we no longer agree with something, main topics like that. But anyway, things that my body have been going through, that is one of them. I've been getting a lot of anxiety. I've been doubting myself, making all these excuses as to why not make this change, you know. So no matter what reasons and excuses I come up with, I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with those excuses anymore, you know. Excuses are no longer a huge factor in holding me back, if that makes sense. I used to be able to just say, oh, well, I'm fat, so I can't do bumper cars. You know, my weight will hold me back from doing something. And that's something I have used as a tool to not be courageous in doing something that I may want to be, but I'm too scared to do it. You know, so now that I have found this tool, my body is not accepting it completely. So I don't know. I think I just have to ride this out. I need to stop watching videos. I need to just keep letting my body do what it needs to do in order to properly prepare for this journey. So one of the things that I did notice my body started doing was, for about a week and a half, I ate everything and anything. But the thing was that it wasn't portion control problems, which is my main problem with food, is portion control. You know, I see this huge plate and I have to eat it all. I don't listen to my body as to what is enough. So I keep eating and eating and eating, and I get to the point where I am over full, and for about 4 or 5 hours I'm walking around exhausted and you know. So but that for that week and a half I ate things that I typically don't eat, and things like milk. I never drink milk, and for some reason I craved milk. So I finally told my boyfriend, hey, can you give me a glass of milk? And he was shocked. He was like, excuse me? And I was like, yeah, I'm craving it. And he's like, are you sure? And I told him, yes, I want a glass of milk. So he got me the glass of milk, and I drank most of it. But then that was it. I didn't crave milk again, you know. So also things like Chinese food. I barely ever drink Chinese food or eat Chinese food. But that for that week and a half, I had like egg rolls and what is it called? Kung Pao chicken. Just like, I don't know. I just typically don't eat Chinese food. And I had at least 3 Chinese meals because my body was craving it. For some reason, it was craving it. What surprised me the most was that I ate a burger. A whole burger. Now, something you may not know about me is that I have not eaten a burger since I was 8 years old. Now, needless to say, it was a McDonald's, and the reason I haven't had burgers since then was because it was the first time I ever went to McDonald's, and it was the first burger I have ever eaten in my life. So something happened, my body did not agree with it, and I was in a hospital for like 2.5 weeks. Like, awful experience. And I swore on my life I would never have a burger again. And I have attempted to try burgers in the past, but I get close to it and I'm like, nope, can't do it. Like, I gag. I physically gag when I look at it as if I'm about to eat it. I can't. But for some reason this time, like, my body said, I want a burger. Give me a burger. So I gave it a burger. Now, needless to say, we did go to this amazing place. So I thought at the time, I don't know if it really is. Well, I think it is, but it was free range, grass fed, no hormones, no GMOs, like clean burger. And they could guarantee that to us because it was in the Big Island, Kona. It was in Kona, and they had this whole album of their farm. They had the address. People go there to the farm. They are allowed to look around. They look at the cows. They see where the cows live. They explain the whole procedure of how they make their burgers. So my body, I guess, said, okay, might as well do it, because you're not going to be able to do it for at least a year now. Because some of you still won't believe that I ate the burger, here we go. And I think that's why I've been craving things that I typically don't eat, is because my body is trying to accept this life decision and is saying, well, if we're gonna change everything, get all these cravings out of the way, you know. So burgers, Chinese food, pizza. I had a lot of pizza that week. I had a lot of Mountain Dew. I don't drink soda, and I had a shit ton of Mountain Dew. I'm sorry for my language, but I had a lot of Mountain Dew, and it actually grossed me out. By the end of the week and a half, I felt, oh, that's all I can do. It's like, oh, I just felt gross. So my body did that for about a week and a half, and I guess I unconsciously allowed it to do whatever it needed to do to get over that. So, you know, all my good cravings are out of the way. Second is a different kind of hunger. It is knowledge hunger. My body, I guess my mind more than likely, needs to know that everything's gonna be in place, but it can't be. Everything won't be in place because no one can guarantee me how my body is going to react to this procedure. So I am trying to let my body know that this is for the good of me. I need this for me, and that it's a good thing that we're doing this. So although I am doing a lot of research, and I know there's nothing wrong in doing, you know, your research. Everybody should do research, but I think I got a bit excessive in it, and like I was trying to plan everything, like quite literally everything, and I was getting too obsessive about it. So I'm stopping. I feel like enough is enough. You have to let yourself go through the journey. I have to let myself follow the journey on my own, instead of based on research that I've done. Because although I've done so much research, there's still a huge portion that I probably don't even know about, you know. So research, I think I'm just gonna ease off, you know. And I know, like, let me show you why. Part of my anxiety is because I'm also leaving the ship in a week and a half now, and then 2 days later I have to have the surgery. So I'm going from Hawaii to the East Coast back to San Diego. I'm going to be exhausted. I don't know how I'm going to do it. So that's partially why I'm freaking out. So I think this is the first time I'm showing you all my cabin. Yes, we like lights, but this is my bed right here. And that's everything I'm trying to pack. As you can see, that's all my proteins I'm trying, my blender, my bottles, all my bags are out. I need to pack all my posters and, you know, all my crap. It's been 9 months on the ship. It actually gets to be very stressful trying to pack everything up. So, and I can't leave anything behind because the ship is about to get remodeled, so everything has to leave. I can't leave something with my boyfriend because then he has to move in, you know, blah, 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 blah. You don't care. Anyways, so I'm stressed enough as travels go, and then I was starting to get stressed about how I was going to be able to handle post-op, because I will be home and I don't plan on telling my parents about my VSG, just because we have different views on everything in general. So I feel like this is one of those things where, like, it's my business. If you ask about it, I might tell you if I'm comfortable enough around you, but it's not something I'm probably going to parade around. So I'm also trying to wrap my head around that. Anyways, this is a long video of me mumbling and blah, 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 blah. So if you have any suggestions to calm my nerves and to allow myself to say this is a good decision, please help. Thank you for listening. Again, I love you all. I'll definitely be posting more videos. Aloha.